okay?
Okay, we are live. I don't know if you can see me. Hi, everybody. We are live at lunch today on Monday with the WCA. I hope you can hear me. I'm kind of being obnoxious and being a little loud today at the Idaho Anne Frank Human Rights Memorial. And I am a little bit socially distanced here. I've got my mask on. I've got some nice hand sanitizer. I'm going to spray myself. Take a little shower. I did shower today. Did you shower today, Lisa? Okay. I've got with me today one of my favorite people in the whole world. This is Lisa Uhlmann. She is our corporate pillars manager. She does special. Are you sure? Did you shower? Give me your hands. Here we go. This is hand sanitizer. So we have our masks on. We have to be a little bit close because we love each other, but we are also trying to be socially distanced, but we're trying to be in frame. So I've got my phone here. So shout out if you can hear us. I see Becca is watching. Let me know. Give me a comment if you can
hear us.
If you can hear us, because we are live here at the Human Rights Memorial. Because I see you commenting. We're kind of far away. We had to get creative with our technology because you know we're a nonprofit. We're the WCA. I'm Chris Campbell Davis. I'm the communications manager. Lisa Uhlmann, who I finally convinced to come live, but she would only do it if I would come with her. So I'm trying to be socially distanced. Lisa has been with the WCA
8 years.
8 years. She started as an employee part-time and then came on full-time. But that's actually not very representative of your time with the WCA, is it?
No, I moved to Boise in 1992 and kind of hated it.
Louder.
I moved here in 1992 and kind of didn't love it because it wasn't very diverse, and moved from Seattle with my husband and our 3 boys. And I'm involved. I lucked out with human rights issues. I met a woman named Marilyn Schuh, rights guru for Idaho, and in 1995 we brought an Anne Frank exhibit to Boise to the State Historical Museum, and then we decided, well, let's build a little memorial somewhere. And lo and behold, the city gifted us this land here at the WCA, and in 2001, Debbie Sager's here, our audience from the Human Rights
Debbie.
Center. So
Everybody say hi to Debbie.
So this is the 25th anniversary of the Anne Frank exhibit this year. So we're at 8th and Washington at the WCA, and we did a holiday party, and we've done it every year since.
A holiday party
For the moms and the children.
in 1992. Started doing a holiday party. I guess we disconnected a little bit. We're having some connection issues. So 1992, a holiday party out at our shelter. So one of the services the WCA provides is a secure shelter. We have a secure domestic violence shelter campus, and you still do that party every year.
We do that party every year with friends way back, over 28 years ago, and also community residents who help us buy presents for the moms and kids. And we have a Santa. We bring Santa. Yeah, and it's just an awesome evening.
And don't you get pizza from your friend?
We get pizza from our good friend and corporate sponsor, Joy Keeley, Chicago Connection.
Oh, I love Chicago Connection.
And so
That'd be good right now.
we're very fortunate to have a lot of friends in the community who give us free donations.
So support our clients
Yeah.
at our domestic violence shelter. That's just one of the services that we provide and have been able to keep our doors open and continue to provide during this global health crisis. We provide court advocacy services, 24-hour counseling both to community clients at our 720 West Washington location, in addition to our secure domestic violence shelter campus. So those services are available to women and children, but also to men. We don't ask what your gender identification is. We don't ask who you were in a relationship with or when actually that abuse or assault might have occurred. So a lot of our community clients come and perhaps they're dealing with issues that happened in years ago maybe, or even in childhood. Sexual assault can happen to a lot of young boys and girls. That trauma from that can actually last on into adulthood and really impact your ability to have good relationships and define good boundaries and develop good communication skills. So Lisa here works with a lot of corporate partners and plans some really cool events, and it's been really challenging the last little bit, hasn't it, Lisa?
Right. We had our 27th annual Twin Luncheon scheduled for March 31st, and it is now scheduled for September 1st. Details CBA. We hope to do a hybrid event, but we will figure that one out in the next couple weeks, where we honor women in the community. And so we have over 1,000, almost 1,100 twins. We call them forever twins that we honor, who are leaders in the community and leaders in their business world, and really make a difference in changing the world, making the world a better place in their community and also in their workplace.
So tell me what your role was actually in helping get this place, because I know this means a lot to you.
Well, Jim Hall, who was then head of Parks and Rec, gifted us this property to develop because it does belong to the city property. I think 5 acres, is that right, Debbie? 5 acres, and we started with no money, no staff, and we wrote letters. Marilyn Schuler wrote a letter to a man named Greg Carr from Idaho Falls, who built the Human Rights Center at Harvard. And we asked him if he wanted to give us money, and then the mayor at the time, Brent Coles, called and asked if we would like $1 million with matching money to be made. And so we said, okay, let's think about that. Yeah, absolutely. And we were able to raise close to $2 million to build this memorial. So it's quite remarkable. It's the only one of its kind in the United States. There are honorary trees all over. I don't know if people know that have been planted by friends of Anne Frank, Anne Frank's cousin, Buddy. We have a tree from the Anne Frank chestnut in Amsterdam that's here as well, and beautiful quotes, over 60 quotes from all over the world about human rights and how you can change the world, how one person can make a difference in this world. And it's the same with the WCA.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot of crossover, and I see your passion, space, and human rights, and a lot of the work that you do with the WCA. Your endless passion and energy, which also, I will tell you, inspire me. You're one of the coolest people I've ever had the opportunity
back at you.
To know. But I see a lot of that. You know, you're very committed to human rights, and that does cross over into the work that we do for victims of domestic violence and sexual assault, because that is, it's a basic human right: safety and security and freedom, in any form, freedom from any kind of atrocity or abuse or harm. So I can see that, but I know this space. You give tours to people who come.
Well,
a lot of times.
some
cool people. You give tours to people.
It's really cool.
Who's the most famous person you've given a tour?
Well, Elie
this
Wiesel
place
was here. He planted a tree, Nobel laureate, and he passed away about 8 or 9 years. We're very fortunate. In 1996, Meet Bees came to the memorial setting before we had the memorial, and she was the woman who saved the diary from the Nazis and helped with the Frank family for 2 years. And she died about, Debbie, 6, 7 years ago in Amsterdam. And she planted a tree that's here at the memorial. And then, ironically, we got a call from the Morrisons. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
We're back.
Yeah,
Anyhow, I was talking about the Fiddler on the Roof cast, that they
Fiddler on
came
the
here.
Roof cast.
Young people wanted a tour. They were from all over the country. And that was awesome. And I can ask Debbie out here. We give over 15 to 20,000 students and people from all over the world tours here, free tours. We have about 30 docents who devote their time pro bono to give tours of the memorial. And we have little kids who come up through college, up through senior citizens, and businesses.
That's cool.
So, very fortunate.
So Lisa, before we get interrupted again, what I want you to tell people is, what did you do before you got married and had kids?
Well, I worked in television as a TV producer in Chicago, Portland, and Seattle.
Yeah.
But
you won some awards, and you crossed some picket lines. I mean,
yeah, it was fun. I've
it
been
was
a
fun.
skit.
Tell us, you were in a scab. Tell us about it.
Chicago, when all the engineers and writers went on strike, we had to, in I'm that old, 1976, 77, at WLS-TV in Chicago, we had to cross the line and run the TV cameras, so that was cool. But one of the things I wanted to mention is the Human Rights Center has a Human Rights Book Club. We have done this book club every other month for 9 years, and we usually host the book club at the Black History Museum, courtesy of Philip Thompson and that group. And we're going to do a joint book club, September 10th, and this is available to anyone. You can find out if you go to the Human Rights Center website, and we'll be up on our website too. We're starting our own book club for the WCA, and the book is called Valentine, first-time novel by Elizabeth Wetmore, and the book's available at Rediscovered Books. So we'll get you some more info on that.
It's at Rediscovered Books, and
this book
we'll
is
find
about
some links and put them on our website.
Right, and this book is about a 14-year-old girl in Odessa, Texas. It's a novel, and not only dealing with sexual assault, but dealing with. So it's a very wonderful and important novel to read.
Very timely, crossing over to all the things that we try to focus on in all of the work that we're doing, and sounds like that'll be a really great discussion. But I still want to do. I want to talk a little bit more about the things that you won't tell people, the really cool things you've done. So I'm going to start. Spotty. Yes, okay. Apparently the cell service right here is a little spotty, but we're back on. So Lisa runs our corporate pillar program and business partner program. So if you're looking to get involved, we provide education, and we can come to you, and every little bit helps. It's $120 a night for a woman and her children to receive all the wraparound services, in addition to a night of safe shelter. So the client advocate support, court advocacy, all of it. So every little bit does help. We do community education. We work in the schools. We have community clients. That means they aren't ready to leave. They haven't left. They don't need that safe shelter, but they can access all of those other wraparound services through our location at 720 West Washington. And the most important thing, I think, for a lot of people to realize is our doors are open and anyone can call our hotline.
Okay, here we're back on again.
We're back on again.
We're in and out, but
We're in and out.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about working at the WCA?
the people I work with, and going up to the shelter, we have flowers donated from different businesses, and I get to go out there and drop off the flowers once a week, and getting to see the moms and the women and their children on campus, just briefly.
You mean it's not working with me?
No, not
What?
not you.
Just kidding.
And to just see that our children are thriving. We have licensed childcare out there, and
Yeah.
as I understand, we have 16 children right now. So we've been fully operational during the pandemic. Never. We did receive a lot more.
Yeah,
right?
we've, that's one thing that, and we were expecting this, and so when we started increased numbers, it wasn't a surprise to us, but it's, you know, it's just, it almost hurts your heart to know that people, as we're seeing shutdown orders and people are staying home, that we know that people are in really stressful situations, that we are seeing increased numbers week after week to our hotline, calls to our hotline. We are experiencing emergency intakes to our shelter, which means when they're ready to make a move, it has to be their decision. You know, it's a big decision, and a lot of times there's a lot of extenuating circumstances that you are not aware of. And so the best thing you can do if you're concerned about somebody is check in, know that you're there for them and you're going to be there for them, and it's their decision to make. You can understand that, and so let them know about the resources. Again, that hotline is 208-343-7025, and anybody can, anytime from anywhere. And if they are not here or you're concerned about somebody somewhere else, ask and we can have it available. But you can also just talk to somebody about what's going on and discuss about perhaps it's, you know, I'm not sure if it's healthy or not. I'm not sure if I should be worried. What can I do? I like to read.
Yeah.
So anything you want to say? Anything you want to
No,
add?
I just want to thank our community for everything they do for us. It means the world to us. People have made masks during this time.
Yeah.
People have donated items for our children. Right now, we're not taking any
Pre-owned items.
pre-owned items, but we'd love gift cards if you have any. You know,
We
like you got
are-
us from Target or from Fred Meyer, or any kind of gift cards for our clients because they're on extremely limited incomes.
Lovely ladies.
So Debbie, what's up? What are you up to?